Hello friends! So we're continuing on with our walkthrough. Summer 2, 3, and 4 is our goal today. Depending on if we have a bunch of scenes or anything out of the ordinary, it may just be 2 and 3. We'll see how long it goes. Now I've got a few questions about where bait can be located. And you can buy it at any of the regular tool shops, not the workshops, but just the general stores. But you do have to have a higher cultural level. I am not sure why we're hanging on to this gold silver, so we will get rid of it and sell it so that we have more room. We only have 100 slots in our fridge, so any of these hybrids, we don't want to necessarily keep in here. We can sell them for some extra profit. Looks like we need to sort out a few things. We did get a topaz. I don't know if we have anywhere that is capable of cutting it yet. So we'll just stick it in storage for now. Looks like we've got some good growth here. We'll go ahead and plant our fodder. We caught it while it was still watering, so we don't have to water it on top of that. Yeah, you can get level 1 bait from basically unlocking any of the towns and dropping its wall. We're going to be continuing our quest to tame the white horse. I think we're getting fairly close to that one. We also have an option for... I think we may be able to get a new type of chicken. And I'm thinking maybe we'll pass in a quest that has been hanging in our requests for a while. And for a reason. There will be a purpose to it. Okay, looks like that's everybody, right? Yep. So let's go ahead and sell that gold silver. It's just a type of corn that's from fodder corn, hybrid here in springtime in Lectonbury. We're going to keep the rest of this, especially that egg, because there is a certain thing that I would like to unlock if we have all the parts to it. We'll hang on to the egg just in case we get that. Oh, it may be a tomorrow thing, so we'll put it away. Okay, we're gonna need these, and we're gonna need... Do we have 3 of those red roses yet? Nope, just 1. We should probably plant some more of those red roses. It's a request as well. See, Selena would like 3 red roses, and then we get 10 wheat. So this is the one that I'm looking at finishing. We only need 1 hot mushroom, it looks like, so we can put most of these away. We're gonna need some grass. I think we need a couple more grass, so let's go plant some. Nope, we're good. We might as well plant some anyway, just as a backup for feed, and also it's a very commonly requested item. So it's good to keep about 10 in your storage. And since they only require watering the very first time, we can just, maybe we'll just put a little patch out here, since we don't have any sprinklers out here. And what I'm doing is I'm just holding down the A for the grass seeds, and then anytime I turn, it automatically plants one. Then you don't have to keep mashing. Same with the watering. Make a little donut, and then if you have a sprinkler, you could stick it in the middle, but because grass doesn't require watering, I like to water the very first while they're seeds. I don't think it's necessary. I do it anyway. Might as well get together some of these requests. I think we're going to want to start hoarding more silver. So once we go make friends with the white horse, we're going to want some sprinklers for our new fall farm area. And we should go ahead and turn this into fodder. We've got 11 wood fence, so if we're going to fence in that new area, we should probably take that and maybe make a couple gates. Okay, let's first... Oh, I forgot to get a vegetable. We need our turnip, or apple, or pumpkin. I'm sure we have plenty of apples. Maybe we'll give him an apple today. $14 apples. Oh, we have 26 turnips. We can take him a turnip. If I can manage not to eat it and just hand it over to him, I think we'll be good. We may even have our new horse today. So for the bait, your best bet is if you want to unlock the most versions of bait without having to gather a bunch of shellfish that you gather on the edges of the water or in the reef areas, is raise up your lily calla culture. You can get regular bait just after your very first star here, and it will slowly increase to additional levels of bait, all the way up to rare once you get 5 stars in lily calla. So definitely worthwhile to invest there. Maybe we'll plant some grass seeds in all of our farms, I'm thinking. The red roses do have a hybrid area, but we're not a bit where they're at yet. So we'll gather some more red rose seeds later when we've got that area opened up and the planting area is all fenced in. All right, let's see if we can make the white horse our friend. It'll be either today or tomorrow, I think. Probably tomorrow, now that I'm looking at it. Yeah. So tomorrow we should have a new horse. He'll be much faster. Let's go finish up a request over here while we get some more fencing built so that we can fence in our new autumn area farm. So now we can hatch another chick, get some more eggs being made. That way we always have one source of eggs for fried eggs and then one to save for requests or cooking. Later on we may just use both for fried eggs once we no longer need them for requests as much. And it's mostly useful, the eggs are, when you're considering the... here's all of our grass. There's another gold silver corn. Alright, let's go ahead and do the rest of these rose seeds here. Then when we pick them, they'll be all ready to go. Alright, so now we've got our grass all planted. We've got the 3 red roses planted. Oh, it looks like we have a hungry horse. Let's stop over here. And we still need to go back to Doc Jr.'s to get our fencing made. Because our big project today is going to be to get the fence up. Let's see. Maybe we'll give him a turnip too. Oh, we have onions and tomatoes now. Let's check and see if we have enough to pass all of that in. I believe right now we're on the request from Judy for silver. And if we give her that, the next one she'll give us milk, which is useful. Let's check and see where we're at with our tomatoes. Nope, we need some more tomatoes. Maybe we should go plant one more tomato seed. And we can just do that right here in spring. Even though it doesn't give us a hybrid, we need the tomatoes, and it's a commonly requested item, so we might as well just get it going. I think we're going to need to spend some more time in the mines so that we can get some more silver, both for giving Judy her request and also so that we can start building sprinklers for our new area. We want to have at least 2 sprinklers at each farm, just so that we can keep it as automated as possible. So we have some of the regular fencing already. I like to have 2 gates. We're going to need 4 of these corners. So, 11 it looks like. Maybe we will... Yeah, we'll just make as much as we can and call that good for our fence for right now. And then when we have a better count of how many we need, we'll grab another stack of wood and come back. The fall area has a much larger plot of land than springtime and summertime. Well, I think summer and fall are fairly close. Let's go ahead and grab some fodder corn really quick. And maybe we will plant the tomatoes and this fodder corn just in summer because there is plenty of room there. And there's only one spot left. Doesn't look like they're making much headway. There's the Akita dogs over there. They are a DLC pet. Here's where our next farmland area is going to be. Whether or not we move our home there will depend on our culture level. I like to have a gate right where it will let me out to open my watering can, and somewhere in the front, because that's the way that it usually faces to the house. Oh, and I just turned that the wrong way. That's okay. At least it'll be where we need it to be, and I can just pick it up and change it. Now, I believe you can use a gate as your cornerstone as well. I just don't do that because then it makes it awkward where the location of the gate is when you want to, say, water or go in and out of your gardening area. Yeah, we're probably not going to make it all the way around. I think we're going to need some more fencing, but let's start on this side so that we can fix that one when we're done. Now, even though we have nothing growing here, and it's just a plot of weeds and rock, just having it completely fenced in, if there's a storm here, we can still get rewards from the Harvest Goddess for it. Unless you have, of course, a break in the fence like what that would have caused if I had left that in the wrong direction. So yeah, it looks like we'll probably need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 more, possibly 10. So let's go plant those rest of the seeds that we collected. And then do our daily fishing so we have some more money that we're making. Yeah, we've got more sprinkler area here, so it just makes sense to plant as much as we can in this area. The fodder corn will still have the hybrids that it'll make here in summer. The tomatoes do not have a hybrid in summer or in spring. They do have one in autumn, but we do not have the fencing all the way up. So I just would rather not risk it, especially when it's something that we need specific to open up the rest of the lily calla. Oh, there's a smaller one. We may have a saffron cod. No, I think we've... No, maybe we do have a saffron cod. At least one, I'm hoping. But even if they're all pollock, I'm fine with that. They're decent money. There's a saffron cod. That'll be good money. This one's probably a pollock, and I'm hoping the other one's another saffron cod. That would be excellent. We should start fishing everywhere just so that we can fill out our fishing encyclopedia. But that I usually prefer to have a much better mount so that we're running around faster and it doesn't matter what area we're in. All right, today's going to be a good money day. So I know it's kind of late, but what we may do is go ahead and just look a couple of levels in one of the mines, just maybe in the Herbstburg mine, so that we can hopefully get some silver. But let's go ahead and empty our pockets before we go anywhere. We will probably leave the horse. Yep, 7,000, not bad for one day. Oh, we were going to turn that into feed. All right. I need to go in there anyway, so... I'm only taking 40 because it does it in lots of 20, so anything over than that, we'd have to bring it back anyway. We're not going to be planting anything at the moment, so... let's just go feed our animals, put our horse away, and then even if we only get a couple of levels, if we get a single silver on there, that's still progress. If we get no silver, well, we tried. That seems like an odd amount. 5 for 1 fodder corn? Either 2 or 5? Oh, that's right, because of the weeds. Okay, that makes more sense. My brain isn't mathing, I guess, at the moment. Okay. We are now... well, let's put those away. Didn't realize I was still carrying around stuff for the fencing. And especially right now when our pockets are so small. We want to be very careful about how much we're carrying around. Alright, let's check out Herbstburg Mine. We don't need anything in particular aside from the silver right now. And that just so that we can get some sprinklers going or to give to Judy. None of these are... oh, I didn't dodge that far enough. Are small enough for it to be silver. So we're basically just looking for a way down to see if we can find not that type of way down. I am not being good at dodging these today. So those aren't going to be... Oh, I guess we found the way down. Did I just leave? I think I just left instead of went down. Yep. It's been an interesting morning, I guess. All right. So since we're only on B1, we're not likely to find a lot of silver in here. This is likely to be iron. Yeah, it is. We'd have to get a little bit deeper for it to become more common, but you know, you never know. I doubt we will actually get to the point where we'd be able to open up the next level, especially because we're going to be leaving here soon. But for any gemstones that we can get... So that big one is probably going to be either stone or a pit. The pits can be large size. But we're getting tired. We're only on the second level. So we'll just take our glass because that's something we can use as well. And call that a night. We're getting close to that 3-star lockout in Lily Kala, but since we've unlocked Lectonbury, we may want to move there before we move to Herbstburg. It is a lot easier in Herbstburg to farm there when your farm is actually on the farming spot because you have a warp point that is much closer to the farming area. Let's see, we'll get the... I didn't even realize we got another Damascus steel. We don't need those at the moment, but they will be important for the storyline later on, and I think it'll be when we're starting to rebuild Herbstburg more. And I think 2 is what we need. So that's not... I'm not upset about that at all. We'll get that agate cut and then we can sell it. We didn't do much in the mine area, but I'm not gonna complain. We still got a Damascus steel considering that was in the first 2 levels. Oh, we're close. If we did like one more request, it'd probably hit us in the area. So maybe we'll move back to Lectonbury. Lectonbury tends to lock itself after, I believe, 4 stars. And that is to get you to increase star levels in other areas. But I'm hoping by then we will have enough tomatoes that we will be able to open up the rest of this. I should check and see if we have any tomatoes that we can substitute. See, there's our little grass patch. Is that a potato? Oh. Black potato. That's one of the DLC. So now that we have this incubator over here, I'm going to take this egg that we got from Sugar, and we will hatchet so that we can get a couple of... There we go. We can get a couple of chickens going. We really probably could use another cow, but I want to keep that spot open till after we get our white horse, and then maybe we'll look into getting another cow. Oh, I forgot to put them out to graze. Let's take a look at the requests here in Lilycala and see if there's a couple that we can hammer out easily. We could give her 5 sardine. Oh, compost. If I hang on to the 3 we've got, tomorrow we could give Zinnia the compost. Brandon, easy enough request. And that's the one we've been working on. We just need the enough tomatoes. Let's check and see if we have we've got enough onion. Yeah, we just don't have enough tomatoes. Might as well make the rest of our coconut milk up. Put these peppers away. Yeah, once we get one more milk, we can make our first butter going towards Brendan's request once we get to that point. Looks like we've got a bunch of fried egg components too. We might as well make those up. And then I think I'm going to start saving that compost so that we can get Zinnia the compost she needs. She just needs 2 more. And let's see if I kept those sardine we were looking for. Nope. We can fish them fairly easily. But let's give Brandon his coffee today, because I am pretty darn sure that he is just doing that one request, and shipping today will lock out Lilycala at the 3 stars, which means as soon as we open up the big fish festival, since I've already unlocked the fish face-off, it requires a lot less just building materials, which are only a lot less because we gathered so much during the tutorial. Alright, so let's take our horse. We'll pass this in to Brandon, then we'll go make friends with the white horse. And today, instead of staying in, going to bed in Lilycala, we will end up going back to the perch in Lectonbury. Yep, so now we're at the 3 full stars and we're locked out. I don't think that we will get any new recipes until we unlock that 3rd star. We do have tomatoes on the way though, so hopefully that'll get us there soon. And I don't think we were very lucky in regard to the tomato, because they do occasionally give us 3 tomato per vine, but sometimes they only give you 2 tomato per vine. I think it will be better once we have increased our skill at tomato growing. Do I have anything to give it? Ugh. Well, here's hoping that just petting it gets there. If not, I might have to warp back. Yep. Alright. My fault. Let's go get it a little treat. And then hopefully we will have our new white horse, and then you guys will notice a big difference on how long it takes for us to get different places. Alright, let's get you another turnip. We'll take 2 in case the brown horse gets hungry. If we do tame the white horse today, we'll be releasing the brown horse. I do need to go back and grab some wood so that we can get the rest of the fencing up for... Since we've pet it today, it's not going to spook by us riding right up to it. Now it's tamed. Yes, we're taking it home. So I'm going to call it after a flower, I think. I was going to name him after Ghost Pepper so that all of my mounts could have pepper in the name, but it's too long. So we'll call him Cosmos. And here we go. Now we've got Cosmos here. We can go release Red Pepper, Red for short, back into the wild. He'll keep his nickname. And when you first take a wild animal home, you can pet it a second time. And I believe you can feed it another treat, but we do not need red pepper anymore, so we're going to press A on Cosmos to put the little whistle in the corner there and highlight its name, and then we're going to press X to let it go and return Red back to the wild. And then let me just show you. See, he's a bit faster. Let's go get some wood. We'll go visit Doc, take care of our spring farm, and then finish up our fencing. I think I'm going to take that turnip just in case we need it for... I just remembered we lost all of our board lumber, so we're going to make 10 more. And then put the rest back. Alright, let's go make like 10 more fencing. And we'll take Cosmos with us. Now, remember, whenever we move our farm, it is going to end the day automatically. So we don't want to do it before we finish everything else that we're doing for the rest of the day. I think that was the only gem we got. It was a quick run. It was a just see what we can do in a few hours before bedtime type of thing. I think what we'll do is, now that we've got our white horse and we're speeding along much faster. We will focus tomorrow just on mining so that we can get our farm up and running. So we've got these 3 tomato plants coming in. Hopefully we will have some tomatoes tomorrow. Do we have any seeds? We should probably go grab some seeds. Still can pick up the mushrooms without having to get off. Just gotta be a little bit faster by clicking it on time. It's not incredibly difficult, but it can be a little bit of a challenge. So we'll go ahead and head in here just to grab some more seeds. And, oh, you know what? I think these are, yeah, small grilled fish. They will not work for our jumbo grilled fish request. And we don't need that lily, but we do need some seeds. Let's see. Let's plant a fodder corn. Now, eggplants will hybridize in spring, so we could do that. I don't think broccoli does. I think broccoli... Yeah, it's broccolini that we need for spring. Pumpkins will be good in autumn time. They make giant squash. There isn't a whole lot of plants that hybridize in spring. It's a small amount, and most of them are flowers. Hollyhock, marguerite, purple marguerite. Once we get that, it's a hybrid that can hybridize again. And the gold band lilies. And I don't think we have anything else that'll hybridize here, so we might as well just plant a few things. We could do some regular strawberries, and maybe we'll do the spinach since we get a lot of requests for those. You might notice we have unlocked a few more seeds here. We can buy lotus seeds here. Strawberry pansy seeds are good for hybridizing both in summer and in fall. Pink rose, tulips. Tulips in summer make yellow tulips, which are a commonly requested item later on. And these are the DLC ink and lily seeds. I think we have to take those all the way to the desert. Too bad our gold band lily didn't turn into a stargazer. It's a nighttime harvest, so we would have had to have come back later for it. But it is worth a lot more, and it would have opened up another spot in our encyclopedia. And you may notice I don't generally use a lot of fertilizer at this point. If I am looking specifically for a hybrid that I need for some reason, I will fertilize, but I generally save my fertilizer for requests from Judy at this point. Or if I need it, like I said, for something specific. Let's go fence in the rest of our farm, and then we could move our farm out here to Herbstburg, but it's going to be locked at the 3 stars anyway. So if we want to get at least a couple of areas unlocked where we can get the most workshop capable opened areas, which includes being able to get higher level sprinklers, then Lectonbury needs to be high on that list. And then Lily Kala, like I mentioned before, I had questions about bait. Well, Lily Kala is where you want to raise up your cultural level specifically for the bait. Oh, we were right on with 10. Okay. So we've now got this area set up. We might as well... I'll just break a few rocks just so that we have one gardening area and can get into and out of the fencing areas. Or fenced in areas. The gates need to be able to open. Then we'll go fish and move our house. Yep, that looks good. Now we can go into and out of both gates. When we're ready to plant there, we will break a bunch of rocks and clean up a bunch of the weeds, but we're stuck behind needing to do the get the ingredients for sprinklers. So unless we want to be watering most of the day, which eats up a ton of our stamina when we're this early in the game. In fact, let's see, where are we at with... We have enough that we could get another stamina heart. I'm thinking once we get 7 hearts, we should start opening up. Oh, these are going to not be a good fish day. At least one of those is going to be a regular cod. But I think the really big one is probably a hoochin or hutchin or whatever however you pronounce it. Which is going to be okay money. Assuming I can catch it. Yeah, it's important that when you're fishing the big fish that you make sure that you're angling it so that you get the big waves to tire it out faster. Otherwise, it might just fight for ages. There we go. So that'll be okay money. Not bad. They can get pretty big, and depending on if we have a star or two, that could be real good. The cod are just the baseline 550, but they're much easier to catch too. Usually. I'm probably not going to go to the mine tonight because I'm going to do a dedicated mine run tomorrow now that we have everything fenced off. This playthrough I haven't been as lucky with silver as I have in other playthroughs. Now, the stuff that we shipped today is going to still count for Lectonbury. Or, I'm sorry, for Lily Kala, even though we're moving to Lectonbury. That is just... It is unfortunate, but that is just the way that it's set up to work. Alright, so we will put our horse back in. throw in our fish. Yeah, that one by itself is 1,650, so not bad. Not as good as some money that we could make with if they were like the 2 saffron cod. That was a really good day. But definitely worth spending a little bit of time in your day just fishing that area. And now all of the animals are inside. Let's just empty out our pockets. Oh, we still have that gem we can sell too. Maybe we'll save it for tomorrow. Then if we don't get around to fishing, we'll still have something to ship in Lectonbury. Alright, cleaning pockets, and then we are going to Lectonbury. Now, once we get Lectonbury up to 5 stars, we should have Lily Kala unlocked, and then we can focus on doing requests in both areas to get them the rest of the way, or we can move back to Lily Kala. These are the 2 areas that I love to have unlocked at the 5 stars as early as possible, just so that we have the most options for sprinklers out of Lectonbury and the bait options, as well as the fishing pole upgrades for Lily Kala. I do like to focus on Herbstburg for the hammer and the pickaxe upgrades. Now, since this game, we cannot... It doesn't save when you move your house. Don't forget to save it the morning that we move the house. Unless you need to go back for some reason. I know there's a lot of people that will save before they go to bed, and then they go to bed without saving, so that they can manipulate like poor weather or how many hybrids that they grow. I'm not exploiting that particular facet this playthrough. I generally don't play that way, though I get the appeal. Let's go take a look. Oh, looks like our easy to get fodder corn is right there. So I'm gonna let the animals out while I check everything else, because I want to let my horse get his out to graze happiness level up. So I'm going to send them out even before I finish cleaning, and then I'll pet them all while I'm out there. So it looks like the egg's still hatching. It does take several days, so it may not necessarily be worth the trouble, considering a regular chicken is not that expensive to purchase. We have plenty of money to do so, but I did it on purpose that way just to show you that quest reward, how it works. And also when you buy a chick, you have to wait till it grows up anyway. Oh, I think I just ruined it by hopping on his back. So I don't know if he will get his grazing bonus. I guess we'll see. Alright, well, I think I ruined it by jumping on his back anyway. So we will go and get our fodder corn, and then go take care of our Lily Kala. So it's just raining, it's not storming, and that's why we're running at a normal pace. But if it had the lightning and the wild wind, then the horse slows way down. And that's any of the horses. back into the clear skies, and you can see it is locked again. But here we've got a tomato. We only need one more. And I forgot to grab the... Well, we might as well skip the requests out of Lily Kala until we start getting the star unlocked, which we're close to. Once we get the star unlocked, we should have enough compost to give to Zinnia. She is the one standing outside of the Lily Kala barn that's on that little island in the middle. When you have a horse that fast, sometimes picking things up can be a little challenging. So we don't have anything in here, but I am thinking maybe we will take one of the unused sprinklers out of summer just so that we can start getting some hybrids here in the fall type of area. So I'll just go ahead and empty this area out. Since we're going to be focusing on mining today, I'm not going to actually do the setup, but one thing I do want to do is head here, even though it's raining, and our horse should be okay in it because it's not the storming rain. But that way we can go up to the Harvest Goddess and get one more stamina heart. I think maybe next time we will run through and do a bunch of golden wisp fruit just so that we can max out some of our, or at least increase some of our bag space and stuff. Let me just, I have a cheat sheet, and silver is supposed to be most abundant in Herbstburg, which is one reason why I was super excited to open up this cave, because silver later on isn't nearly as useful as it is this early on in the game. But it is, oh, I think there was a tiny one there that might have been a silver, and I just immediately went down. That was bad. I did right in stepping into the middle of that because the rocks were coming down, but then I stepped immediately off into a pit. But we're floor 4, so I guess, and we're not doing too bad on stamina. So we're not, I guess I'm not doing as bad as I was thinking. Oh, there's a silver. I really do think that I missed a silver in that other one too. This is just going to be an ore or a pit. Oh, moonstone. So moonstone's going to be useful for a quest as well. It's also used in a couple of crafting things. That is not going to be silver. And it looks like that's probably either glass or crystal. Well, we're trucking right along here. Before I leave, let's just make sure. Okay. As long as you avoid the center of the circles, in case there is a pit, you can still explore a little bit. So we're starting to get down there in food, so let's go ahead. We'll eat these couple of fish meals and maybe the shiitake mushrooms. We'll save the crops. I don't think we can even eat eggplant unless it's cooked. Oh, this has basically everything on top of itself. So basically, just one right after the other. We could fish some there, but I really want to make it as far down as I can. Hopefully get more silver so that we can get a good working setup for I don't think we've got a lot of silver here, but I would be hitting the nodes if they looked like they could have silver. This one's just checking for a pit. Nope, it's a stone. Oh. I thought it was the glass, but I'd already picked that up. Well, that's one way to find the way down. Some people will do it on purpose. It just tends to eat up a lot of your resources. So I try to avoid them. Oh, and we got another topaz, which I don't even think we can cut yet. There's a silver ore. So now we've got 3 silver. I would like to get 5 if possible so that we can make one full, and even though they're small, sprinkler. Oh, that's going to be under the stone, and it's in the hallway, so it's not likely the way down. There we go. So it's 4 o'clock here. We're making some pretty good time. That could have been a pit and that would have been bad because I walked right over it. So once you hit a node, if it's not what you're looking for, you can give up. It's not going to change what's in it. It's early enough in the day that I think we'll probably be okay eating a couple of things and breaking our way through this if I can manage not to hit some rocks in my head. Yeah, I can't wait until we upgrade our hammer, because when you do have to break a stone, this is just ridiculous. There we go. Oh, we made it. Second area down. So, yeah, it looks like this is going to make us hammer in there to go into that room. We may or may not need to. It's only 7 o'clock and looks like we've got 3 silver ore. So this is going to be an ore I don't think that we have seen before. We don't need stone really. Oh, I don't want to hold it. So we're just going to discard that stone. Oh, it's just crystal, which is necessary for us to get our... There's another one that has kind of that purpley tint. That is one that we need for upgrades later on. Sapphire. So sapphires, they are necessary for one of the higher grade level sprinklers. And the sapphires generally are not super easy to find, so I'm not going to waste that. We probably don't need that much crystal, so let's keep looking for... Oh. I do prefer having gems over ore that is easier to locate, so even though the jade is not worth a whole lot, it is better to have something that we can sell tomorrow. Now, before we leave, I did forget to put my agate that we got cut in the sell box. It does look like it is 9 o'clock, so we'll just do a quick sweep. Yeah, we can't even make it over there anyway. Doesn't look like we're gonna have much luck on getting all the silver that we need this time around. But we did pretty good. We got pretty far on the mine. That'll make chances to find silver a little bit easier, generally. In Herbstburg, silver tends to show up fairly evenly throughout. Oh, we might as well give him his treat. We have a potato, we've got a tomato. He won't be able to eat the eggplant, but I think we will just take him home and get him one of his favorites. Oh, we aren't there anymore. Oh, good. So Judy needs fertilizer, which means we will have enough. I don't remember this guy on the back of my barn. He is a night only rare wisp. I just don't remember what he holds, so I'm just gonna find out. Ah, turnips. Well, let's feed our horse before we put him to bed. And then that will be it for us today. I think we did pretty good. We didn't get everything we were hoping for. But we did get another 3 milk. We're going to get 3 milk after we pass in the fertilizer tomorrow. So that's 2 of the butter that we're going to need to send Brenton on his way. So we're pretty close on that one already too, as soon as we get 1 more tomato, which should hopefully be tomorrow. And we now have enough compost that we can pass that into Zinnia. We won't be able to cut those yet, but at least we've got some, and we'll get these all cut in the morning. But let's go ahead and get our snack for Cosmos. Send him off to bed, and then that'll be it for us. At least for this walkthrough. All right, so that is it for us tonight. Thank you for listening and watching. If you found anything useful out of this walkthrough, please like it. If you want to be alerted the next time I put up the next part of the walkthrough, feel free to subscribe, and feel free to comment if you have any questions about the game in general, or about anything that I've done or why I've done it this particular way. And I'll be happy to get back with you. Thanks, and have a great day.